I want to say to you, my man, as your reverend, I want you to keep on keeping on. Victory is in sight. It may be so high you can't get over it. It's so wide you can't go around it. It's so deep you can't go under it. You got to go in the gate. I'm gonna tell you, in conclusion, he who sits on the red hot stove shall surely rise.
Thank you for taking the time to listen, to join us for the journey with this podcast. Like always, I appreciate the encouragement, the love, and everything that comes with putting something like this out. As far as our poems of struggle, please send that to my email so I can get that out to the people. Please support these particular ventures. As far as the film Birth of a Nation is still out, we still need that support for that particular film. Please take the family to see Birth of a Nation by Nate Parker. As far as clothing, please support the brothers out there in the Bronx with the new Bronx City clothing, music, and many other ventures they do have out there in the Bronx area. Please support. As far as books, please support my brother out there in Los Angeles, Kenyatta Griggs, with The Secrets to Ballin'. It's available on iTunes and also Google Play. Without anything less, I'm going to go directly into my guest. This young man has been doing a lot of work, and I truly appreciate him just giving me the opportunity to make right what went wrong.
It's an honest pleasure to be here and to be heard. And I'm really glad to have this opportunity again. I know you guys found my music. It's great.
Not a problem. Jamell, as far as like we talked about previously, brother, just your history in general coming to the place you are now as far as with your music and also just being in a particular area you're in. Can you give the fans some kind of background, brother?
Yeah, I am an independent artist from Burlington, Vermont. I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, engineer, pretty much whatever I have to be in order to get my music out. I recently just dropped an album called Substance Abuse. It's been great. I've got a lot of really positive responses, and I've been able to connect with a lot of really cool people. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's real beneficial. So, brother, out there in that particular Burlington area, you find it very difficult to try to venture out because it's just a smaller area?
Yeah, there's a few different things. It's a smaller area, which is dominantly white. So, a lot of the hip-hop stuff doesn't get played. But I'm very fortunate to have a lot of different clubs and connections and clubs and a message to where I'm able to get myself out there. Essentially, like, I'm looking to expand, but just for my fans, like, they make everything for me. Like, they make up the difference on my merch, on all my albums. If it wasn't for them and for people like you, I'd still be stuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's a huge blessing to be able to have outlets like this, to be able to express my music with people, because I don't have a management team. I don't have any PR. You know what I'm saying? All I got is that flow on music.
Exactly.
And so far, so good. I've been really well. I've been really proud of it, and I thank God for that.
Most definitely. Like I said, it's going to pan out for you, brother. When we talked previously, it's going to happen because you're putting the feet to the pavement. You're putting the work in. You're doing what you need to do, so your music will be heard. Don't get focused on all the outside things saying that this is the remedy of success. You need those particular things. You don't really need that. As long as you continue to put good product up, somebody will hear you and give you the opportunity that you need. But as far as Jamell, last time when we talked with the whole album situation, we touched on the situation with your mother passing. Is it something possible you can go into that?
Yeah, so, this album was a personal compilation I put together over time to talk about pretty much substance abuse and how it affects the families in our communities, you know what I mean? I figured if I'm going to put out my first album, it has to be real. So it was personal, losing my mother to drug addiction, losing a lot of my friends to drug addiction, and pretty much having to rule a lot of our lives where I'm at. You know, I was able to get the governor on it to talk about how it's affected people, but it's really rough. It's a really hard topic to talk about. You know, there's a lot of really great artists out there right now making great music. You know what I mean? It's hard not to conform to that format and to, you know, to give people what they want to hear versus giving people what they need to hear.
You're right.
So
You're right.
I think it's a blessing of, like, even you talking about, you know, keep going. It's like I don't have a lot of people here necessarily pushing me like a mainstream artist, but I have you and my listeners that are really listening to the album. So what I would say, like, is if you're listening and you know anybody who's ever suffered from substance abuse or from any kind of, you know, addiction, this album is for you. It's not an album to go bump with your friends. It's not one of those, you know, clubby type things, but it's my story. It talks about, you know, the overdoses, the friends that I've lost, and my struggle as an independent artist to get my music out. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, most definitely, man. And everything that you just said, brother, I just want to, I don't mean to jump on that, Jamell, but I really want to express that to you, brother, that you always going to have that olive branch here. You can't do nothing in life by yourself. You always need others. And I want you to truly understand that even in your future, brother, this outlet is available to you in any capacity that you need just to sustain yourself. But go ahead, brother.
And now, this is what's funny because, you know, I have my few mentors around me or whatever. You know, being out here in Vermont, you know, sometimes you can feel lonely or feel lost. And then you hit me up for the podcast, and I was like, you know, like, how'd you find me or whatever? And then we did it, and we're doing it again. But what I've taken from that is an opportunity to share more music with my friends, and then knowing Rebecca, knowing that she's your brother-in-law and your sister-in-law, and knowing that she's such a huge support for my music. It's shit like that. It's little people out there that are supportive, that listen. It's even you. Like, I know you for the album, like, and that's why you called me back. That means a lot to me. It's not like a million people being like, oh, yo, Jamell, night is hot. It's you sitting down and listening to the lyrics. And I'm very grateful to have this opportunity to share. I'm even more grateful, honestly, I'm even more grateful between me and you that you called me back, man. That's a lot of respect. That shows that you want to give me a platform. I mean, I wish I could do the same for you and show you how much this means to me to share the music. You know what I mean?
Brother, at the end of the day, you acknowledging that is giving me the energy to understand where you coming from. And every day that you wake up and continue your fight and your everything that you need to continue in a positive way is payment enough, brother. That's all I want. I want my people to succeed. This is not for anything else. This is all organic, like I always say.
You know what's funny though is you know, and since the last time we talked, a few things have come up. But man to man, I can see that in you. I can see that about your show. I followed you online. Like, you generally want to become a catalyst for other artists to succeed. And, you know, I'm not tooting my own horn, but I'm really glad that you paid attention, you know, to the music that I'm doing because it's very powerful. I went on the radio last week. I got 2 of my songs on national radio play from substance abuse, and I've done another 2 interviews very similar to what we're doing now, talking about the music, you know what I'm saying? And that's not any publishing or any management. It's just people hearing it and offering the opportunity, you feel me?
You're right. And that's pretty much, that's all people do. But go ahead, Jamell.
I don't have a budget or any of that stuff, so it's like the fans really make up what's going on. They really influence everything. And if we continue to support each other like we're doing, there's no limit to what we can do. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And that's what we need to continue to do. And we will do it. And we're doing it right now. This is just showing proof. Like, just putting this product out, continuously pushing your music, continuously pushing the podcast, just the people in general, just to know that it's available to them. That's what's going to help people. Because a lot of individuals believe if it's not on a larger platform that somebody doesn't care. We eliminate that by bringing this to the forefront. This is what this is about.
Well, you know, what's funny too is they wouldn't be wrong in that. You know, I just had a studio session yesterday with my vocal coach, and he's telling me of my improvements, and I'm thinking to myself, why aren't I there yet? And he said something to me that was so powerful. He said, it's not a race, it's a marathon. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can take away, the music of that built. But having this opportunity to be able to express myself is huge. A lot of the listeners will probably not know who I am at all. But I guarantee if they listen to any of my music, they're going to resonate with it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You are a stepping stone for artists like myself to come up and to do great things and to be able to inspire people. What more can we do? Especially in these times, you feel me?
You are so right, man. Jamell, I appreciate this whole thing, brother. But go ahead.
Is it about music or is it about everything as a whole? You know?
Exactly. It's about the man in the whole, brother. It's ain't just about the music. I take the on the whole aspect of entertainment. I love that because people do need it. But I also look at black men in general. I'm trying to build my people in general, so you can have a positive energy and know what you need to do within yourself, your family, and everything forward. This is not about racism or separatism, but it's on the basis of us.
That's why you call it Kitten at 100. I saw one of the cats you had online. You guys helped me support him, and I was really happy to see that because it's a very competitive market, but you have to learn how to be happy for your fellow man. Really, you know what I'm saying?
You're right, and that's what you need to do.
And I notice how you support a lot of artists, but you only support artists with that real message, and I respect that.
Yeah. And thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate all that. But as far as Jamell, do you have anything as far as like that you pushing, any mixtapes, the album that you want to push, brother, in conclusion?
Yeah, my name is Jamell Knight. That's JamellNyt. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook at Jamell Knight. I just dropped an album called Substance Abuse. It's on iTunes. It's on Spotify. Google my name, JamellNyt. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a little guy right now, but I know this year is very promising. Got a couple different offers on the table, but I want anybody listening to this show to please check out the album, to give me a listen, to give me any criticism they can, man.
Exactly. Jamell, thank you so much for the conversation, my brother. And like I say, every particular show, there's no fees when it comes to my people. So we got to understand that you always have something here. So if you have something in the future you want to plug, it will most definitely be in the promo, brother. But you have a good night, my brother. Go ahead. I got
one more thing before I go, Capri.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
I really sincerely appreciate your time and calling me back, man, to make sure we do this. And I want to say for everybody listening, any other indie artists out there that want to be on Keep It 100, make sure you keep it 100, because my boy could please keep it 100. And that's all we're going to do. We're going to continue to move forward positively. We're going to give you what you need. This is Jamell Knight. Remember the name.
All right, Jamell. You have a great night, my brother. One.
You too, my brother.